The year is 2025 and you don't care about cars. You need low friction transportation that you don't have to bend over to pick stuff up out of or have to squat to get in and out of. You just want something nice. Well, I hope you really like the feeling of analysis paralysis because, buddy, you've got options. Oh snap. Look who it is. Greg smelled your cheap Japanese cherry blossom perfume or Old Spice deodorant from a mile away, and he knows a low friction buyer when he smells one. Like a predator starved for prey, Greg is starved for cash. The local sweepstakes has taken the last of his dollars, and he's on the prowl. So, reluctantly, you follow Greg out to the lot. He lowballs you on your trade, a 2008 Volkswagen EOS with a failing top, missing paint, and a timing chain that's about to let go like a man hanging onto a cliff with one finger. And you accept it, because Facebook Marketplace is scary, and people are stupid there. You've already clarified that you do not want a car anymore. You want an SUV, because they're easy to get in and out of, and you feel safer higher up. Anyway, at Greg's 72-month financed SUV Emporium, you're given your options. Fortunately, you've beamed me in on your meta glasses, so you're given a clear nerdy tier list of exactly which SUVs are the best and worst options, and why. Alright, I'm in your meta glasses. I've arranged all of your options into this beautiful organized tier list. Our tiers are D. Will break and bland. Won't break and bland. Will break and nice. And won't break and nice. Sorry, what's that? Oh, I'm avoiding talking about the car again. Yeah, I'm avoiding talking about the car again. Anyway, 2025 Mazda CX-5. I'm gonna come right out of the gate and say this is probably my favorite car in its segment I've driven. It has a geared transmission that acts natural. It has the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated Mazda engine, which does absolutely nothing more than it needs to do. It's smooth, it's good on gas, very reliable, tried and true, all the good things I can say about an engine aside from being performance-oriented. The car is I will say, despite this not being a race car, the car still does carry Mazda's signature peppiness. The 2.5 is pretty spry, the transmission does shift a little quickly and holds gears in a very fun manner. I also like how this car is not lying to you about its height. It feels like a Mazda 3 that's just got some big shoes on. Where the CX-5 really impresses me is its interior. It punches well above its $30,000 price tag. There is leather on the dash, leather on the door cards, and leather seats. I will say the seats do show their price point a little bit, as they look nice and are supportive, but are a bit too firm. Another drawback of the CX-5 interior is it suffers from a condition a lot of modern cars do. Piano black.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Piano black looks really nice when you're shopping and the vehicle's just been detailed. However, once you have to live with it, it becomes a nightmare. It will never look clean. There is always dust, and even if you wipe it, whatever you wipe it with will leave trace marks. I don't mean to body slam y'all into the conclusion, but it really is about time we wrap this one up. While I don't really have a nerdy system to keep track of how I feel about every individual aspect of every car I review, I do want to start keeping tabs on which ones I liked more than others for whatever reasons. Minus the for whatever reasons part, of course. I just want to keep a tier list, so we're going to begin doing this for all of our vehicles. So with that said, the moment of truth. Where does the 2025 Mazda CX-5 land on the Pinecone tier list? Well, I've put some thought into this, and I believe the car's biggest nerf is its class. I'm really partial against SUVs, more so large ones, but the crossovers do get caught in that net. I will say, this is certainly one of the best crossovers I have ever driven. Usually crossovers are almost painfully bland to drive. They're more of appliances, all the stuff people say about them is kind of true for the most part. Very numb, very sluggish, uncomfortable, not even really good for anything, honestly, aside from good profit margins. The CX-5 does deliver in some categories. The interior is very nice, the driving experience, while not particularly sporty, is spry. I will say it's certainly one of the better crossovers I've driven. For these reasons, I'm going to solidly place the CX-5 in the C tier. Anyway, everyone, that wraps up today's CX-5 video. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Look, we're at 15 subscribers. Any one of y'all, if you're watching and not subscribed yet, you could be lucky number 16, or hey, if I'm lucky, 17. Y'all please stay tuned. I apologize for the hiatus. Had a big move, a lot of stuff going on, but we're back on the Sigma Alpha grind set. Anyway, I will see you Giga Chads in the next one.